What's going on, Mioso Gloriosa, beloved Mace Valor? And I just want to let you guys know that the Real Talk with Monty and Tim podcast is now live. Easiest place to find it would be Spotify. It's also on Playcast, whatever that is. And it's also on Anchor.fm. You can find that podcast, Real Talk with Monty and Tim, up there. I'm just now leaving my storage unit. I dropped some stuff off. My parents are in town, and it is, they're getting married tomorrow, so yay for that! So, I gotta go pick up the best man at 2 o'clock at the airport. Good old Steve-O, or as I like to call him, Boomhauer, because he talks like Boomhauer. Can't understand anything this guy says. Unless he smokes weed, then he slows down a bit. Go! Anyway, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. The only caveat that I will give to that was weird. The only caveat I'll give to the first episode of the podcast, we had some minor audio issues. It's not terrible, but it's not as good as it could be. So that will be addressed in the following episode. Just an FYI for all you cool cats and kittens out there. Man. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about it. Very optimistic. Having a host, like a co-host, is so great. And he does his own podcast as well. Hey Coach with Coach Tim W. Simpson with the Lawrence Admirals out of Kansas. It's a minor league basketball team. I've seen a lot of their stuff over the, not just that one team, but a lot of the stuff that Tim has put up over the years of him coaching. I've been following. We've been buddies for like over a decade. We were in service together, and it just kind of made sense for us to do something creative. Like we've always, even back when we were at Drum, we wanted to do something creative, but it's like finally, like now is the time. You know, now we are finally coming together to do something, and it's fitting that in the midst of COVID that it's like, hey, we got nothing better to do. Let's do a podcast together. He's doing his. I got my own thing going on. But we've come together with this, and I think this is something that's a lot easier for me to manage because I have someone working with me. I'm not the only one doing all this, you know. And it's nice that he's also got his own podcast because, you know, I talk about the things I want to talk about on YouTube. He talks about the things he wants to talk about there. But then we come together and the things that we really meld well on. I think it's great because we both have our own separate outlets. So it's not like, oh, well, Tim, I want to talk to you about this because I need someone to talk to about it. No, because I got you guys for that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't like feel as derailed or anything. And we're both interested in what each other are saying. So I'm pumped, feeling good. Now I'm just headed home. Oh, sorry. Notifications. And yeah, the podcast will be up on YouTube. It will be up on YouTube. You just got to give me some time. I have to... It's weird how it is on Anchor. I gotta see how I can handle that because we did it on Anchor. The editing and everything was very intuitive. And for the nature and the vibe that we're going for, it's oh wait, what am I... They changed this? Yeah, so the vibe that we're going for, it's very easy peasy, very fitting. There are edits there, but they're relatively minimal because we want to kind of keep it raw, keep it open. We have show notes to kind of... What state do I live in? Good old Nevada. Why? Battleborn, the Silver State, home of beautiful Las Vegas. I can see the strip right there, and oh my God, I'm so sorry. They're still building houses in California? I thought they turned it into a landfill. You know, with all the fucking homeless people getting drug out on the street, and fucking shitting everywhere and it being A-okay. No, I'm from California. I was born, bred, and raised out there. Or bred, born, and raised out in California. Born in Riverside County. Grew up in Riverside County for most of my life. Joined the military. I lived out in Menifee, man, that bumfuck little pissant town out of nowhere. But now it's a lot bigger than it used to be when I was a kid. It used to be a small rural sheep farming community. I mean, hell, even before I was there, they had beekeepers and shit. Like it was like essentially a truck stop, more so than anything. You know, between Moreno Valley and Marietta, and then you had Paris in between. Paris is a little bit bigger because it's so close and connected to Elsinore because of 74. But have a good day. Bye. All right, man. You take it easy. Good old IE, man. The Inland Empire. Oh, fuck. I gotta stop and get a birthday card. And I need to get a charger for an RC car, which I don't know where in the hell I'm gonna find that. Like, I don't know if there's like any Hobby, like there's Hobby Lobby, but I mean, I could check it out. I could see if they have it at Hobby Lobby. They should have birthday cards there too. My mother's birthday today. She's getting married tomorrow, and today is her birthday. So. Spotify, my friend. Real Talk with Monty and Tim. I mean, obviously I'm driving, I can't post any links, but if you search that on Spotify, you will find us. A really good indication that you found the right one. The album art for the podcast is black and white with two heads facing each other. So, and it says Real Talk with Monty and Tim. So it's pretty, it's pretty right there and blatant. Oh, fuck. Alright, I probably have to go actually because the missus is hitting me up. Oh, the MVP? No, the MVP has now evolved into Real Talk with Monty and Tim. I love the MVP, but it's so hard just me talking to myself. So the transition that I'm doing moving forward, and you guys will get an episode on YouTube as well. I have to put it into a video format. So there's a little bit more work entails for me. Which hopefully I can do by this weekend. It's just so crazy with all the stuff going on. Because like I said, my mom's getting married tomorrow, so it's kind of hectic, and it's her birthday today. So I'm on kind of like an insane time crunch. So, where was I? So moving forward, because like I've told you guys, November's the busiest month of the year for me. Christmas does get kind of hectic, but not as bad as November, and mainly because you have Thanksgiving and you have both of my son's birthdays and all that stuff, and then school kind of ramps up in November. They kind of mellow out in December because you get ready for winter break. So yeah, things get hectic around this time of year, and it's kind of expected for everyone. So please be patient, but content is coming. So that's the evolution. Is the standard podcast that you guys will get every single week is Real Talk with Monty and Tim. And if you guys are interested, definitely check out the Patreon, because we're going to put a lot of behind the scenes footage to include our test footage up on there as well. And you guys will really like that. We got some more stuff for Patreon coming as well, but it's just gonna take a little bit longer. But we finally kind of like got in a flow of things to where we can be consistent. But yeah, so MVP, I don't want to say that it's dead, but right now it's just really hard when it's just me. Having Foibles on was amazing. Oh my God. Like, it was so good to actually have someone to talk with. And that's what I love about my live streams, is having guests on and talking with people. And you guys can definitely tell with Real Talk with Monty and Tim, or RTMT, hashtag RTMT podcast. That's another one that it's like, yo man, this is pretty dope. Like, there's so much better flow. The discussion bounces back and forth, and it's not like me trying to follow my show notes. And it's crazy how when you work with somebody, that it's the conversation flows a lot more natural and it's a lot more engaging. Where if it's just yourself and you're reading off of show notes and trying to keep on track, it's like, oh man, it's not as easy as it appears to be. Like Lewis Spears, fucking Bill Burr, like all these other podcasters I listen to that do the solo, up to them absolutely, because these guys just got on lock. So I guess you could say it's not my podcast, it's our podcast. We, split everything 50-50. We, I mean, if there is any money to be made from it, but we're not really looking at it like that right now. It's more so our creative outlet. And OnlyFans is a scam. I definitely want to talk about that. So I think the next episode of the podcast we will definitely bring OnlyFans up, because there's a lot of things about that I have been wanting to talk about and say that me and Tim will sit down and break down with. And Tim is like probably the perfect person for something of that type of nature. He's definitely someone to talk to about that. Anyway, I should probably go call the fake wife. She just messaged me. So yeah, go check it out on Spotify, and you guys have a great day. I'll try to get back on in a minute, but I gotta call her, so I'll be back on. Just give me like 5 minutes, and then, yeah.